All right, part two. So what we're going to do now is label I keep referring to this as a graph, and it kind of is like a graph, but it's our optical axes that we use to draw ray diagrams. Okay, as you're aware, because we did this for mirrors as well. So I want to label this one that we have using the terms and definitions that are on your handout. So let's start with the word optical center, which is O, the geometric center of the lens. So where you'll find that is right here in the middle. It's like your graph origin. Okay, so I'm gonna label this as the optical center, okay? The principal axis is your it's your horizontal axis. So a line drawn through the center perpendicular to your lens surface. This is a very complicated definition, but your principal axis is the horizontal axis, okay? Again, which we've looked at before. Your principal focus is your focal point where the light rays converge. So your focal point is, so if my object is here, this arrow, my light rays will converge here. Okay, and by the way, this is a convex lens, so I know that when I send my parallel ray, it's going to go through F, all right? Now the secondary principal focus is also known as F prime, and it's located on the opposite side of the lens. So you see this dot right here, this would be called my F prime. And what that means is it's the same distance away from my optical center as my actual focus, but it's my virtual focus on the other side. So if I need my virtual focus, this is where I'm going to refer to on my graph or on my optical axes. Now 2F I'm going to label as well. That's a little bit later on your handout. This dot over here is 2 times far away as the focal point. So I'll just make a note of that. There's a reference point. And then over here on the virtual side, this is 2F prime. Okay. The other thing I can label on here is my optical axis. I don't know if that's on my definition list, but I'm gonna label it for you. Okay, so the vertical axis is called optical axis. So horizontal is principal axis, vertical is optical axis. And this is my object, this arrow. And I guess we can label one more thing, and that is the distance from the origin, or the distance from the center, optical center, to the focal point. This is known as your focal length. Okay, and this might help us out with some questions later on, so we'll just label that for now. All right, now we're going to go into part 3 of the video where we look at putting all the ray diagrams together.